you know what? As I continue to grow older, I'm still learning new stuff. And I just realized that one reason people like to stereotype folks is because they don't want to hear the truth from the horse's mouth or from the person they stereotype. They don't like the truth. And they like to create their own cartoon of the world. But guess what? People start to need to start waking up. I can say, for instance, your freedom's about gone. I mean, it's possible nobody hears this post. I'm going to post this, and nobody hears it. We have not been allowed the freedom of speech on all the places you're supposed to be able to talk and network and talk to people all across the internet. They're stopping all your posts from being seen. There's very few they let get past. And I suspect that if they let somebody see it, they're only letting certain people see it. So you see the views. I shouldn't have said that in case I gave them an idea. But they're probably only letting certain people see it, possibly. And the ones that don't care and want to make fun of you and make you think you got some views. But they're not letting regular Americans, that may be that Americans are their target. And I mean Democrats who own the media and have a monopoly, the capitalist Democrats who own the media and all the internet forums. They don't want Americans to be able to talk to each other. All right. So am I going to say you're supposed to be scared of that? It's a scary world we live in. No, it's just, I could say that, but it's put it into perspective of it's just a dying world. We're going to die. Everybody's dying. Nobody's ever made it out of this world alive after dying. Because somebody could argue and say Elijah and Elisha flew up in a chariot. Well, there's a reason for that in the Bible. But they didn't die first. Jesus is the only person that made it out of this world alive who died first. He died, who died and made it out of this world alive. He died and rose from the dead. So that's what I'm hanging my hat on. And they don't want you to hear that. But it matters. To me, it matters, right? So a lot of people, even in church, because they stereotype church, or we won't say church, but religious people, they're not trying to talk about this like I am. Now, they might look at the fact that I'm pointing at all my sins and things like that, a lot of people, and think that, oh, he shouldn't even be allowed to talk about Jesus. Well, you know what? The thief on the cross just looked to Jesus. Is salvation different than Christianity, by the way? I thought about that's a different topic I wanted to look at, but Jesus saved the thief on the cross just before he died. He didn't have time to live Christianity on earth. So is Christianity in heaven, or is it just on earth? I mean, in heaven, we have saved people. On earth, we practice Christianity. In heaven, we're perfect, so we don't have to practice Christianity. That's a thought. That's something I wanted to write about and think about a little bit. But I guess technically we're Christians, just like I would say we were Christians in the Old Testament. People who believed Jesus was coming, they weren't called Christians yet, but technically they were just like us. They believed in Jesus before he came, and we believe in Jesus after he came. True believers do. So I'm hanging my head on that. And it's just a thought, the stereotyping thing, it's pretty bad. And because we've gotten away with stereotyping and people don't live a real truth, even in religion a lot, and they don't want to talk and they don't think you should be allowed to talk politics. Well, now we're not allowed to talk at all. All the people who exercised it, we're not allowed to talk anymore ever since Biden's become president. I mean, I can't post something on almost any internet venue and get any views or gain any friends. I mean, you do gain some friends. But then you can't put a post up or save a post because they want to get rid of it if it says anything about freedom. If it promotes freedom in any kind of way. That's basically what it is. And promotes anything ethical against true racism. If you believe in one human race from God, Adam, and Eve, they don't want people to see that. And then they want to make up their own definition of racism. But I'm going to end this early. I guess I can go 10 minutes now that I've done this. But why do I want to not stretch it? Because it'll take longer to download. So I'm going to end it here and make a different video. Thank you.